Guys, Carly here. I'm with Chad, who served in the Army, and I'm going to interview him about his time in service, and we'll go from there. So, Chad, what was your MOS, and how long were you in the service for?
I was a 63 Sierra Hotel 855 Bravo. And for people that don't know what that is, I was a heavy wheel vehicle mechanic, recovery specialist, ammunition specialist. I fixed trucks and I blew stuff up. I was in 8 years, joined right out of high school.
Okay, how long have you been out?
I got out in 05.
So 11 years?
God, has it been that long?
Yes,
Seems like yesterday.
Yeah, I feel your pain. So what is it like being a student veteran?
It's interesting. I'm glad I went back to school. I did not realize how much was open to veterans. I've slowly been educated along the way and finding out more and more things every day, the help you can get and the benefits you can receive. But the veteran community has been real nice and helping me out. I'll find fellow veterans and we compare notes and, help each other with paperwork.
Oh, the ever dreaded paperwork.
Yeah.
So, what have been some struggles for you with returning to school?
The fact that I have not been in a classroom since 1997.
I was 10 in 97.
Ouch.
Not to make you feel older.
Oh, yeah, that did. Getting back into it was the hardest part. I had been so used to working a job or, being in the military, having a constant routine. That was actually easy to get back to from school, but sitting there and listening to people and looking around and seeing guys half my age and go, why am I doing this again? And then I realized it's because I don't know anything else and trying to better myself, give myself a better chance instead of sitting there and living off a disability all my life.
Yeah. Are you proud of your service?
Very much so.
Why?
I did something that mattered.
Okay.
Instead of most people that sit back and, I apologize if this gets preachy, sit back and don't do anything and complain about the way the government's run, complain about how politics are, or I did something. I'm very proud of what I did. I got injured before I could go to war, which hit hard because I felt I should have been there with my brothers. But I shed blood for the country. I shed blood for what I believe in, and if I could do it again, I would, in a heartbeat.
I feel your pain because I would love to go back in, but unfortunately, I'm not willing to give up that disability.
I am no longer combat effective.
Yeah, there's that.
Which you shoot at me and I'm still running.
Yeah. What, in your opinion, is the biggest issue facing the veteran community and why?
Information.
Okay.
Unless you find another veteran, you don't know what's what. The VA doesn't hand you out anything. The Army, any branch, doesn't just go, oh, here, by the way, you're out. We know you're having a hard time. Here, follow these guidelines. I found out about everything the hard way. I went about my disability on my own. I had nobody in my corner. There was no veteran service officer. No, I didn't even know they existed. Most of it actually came, believe it or not, drinking in a bar one night. Ran into a fellow veteran that I didn't know was a veteran, and we started talking, and he helped me through a lot of stuff and introduced me to a lot of people. And now anytime I see somebody wearing anything military, hey, did you serve? How long were you in? What did you do? Hey, did you know? And I try and help all my brothers and sisters out now.
Yeah. Actually, we didn't meet drinking in a bar, but close enough. And we met in a class that we took together at school, and there were 2 other veterans in that class as well, and I think that's what made the class as inappropriate as it became.
I would have voted for interesting.
It was inappropriate.
Yeah.
The cookies comment?
Well, I didn't start that.
I know, that was me.
Yeah, a civilian started the whole thing.
But I was talking about cookies.
No.
I was talking about cookies. So, what was your favorite part of your service? Like, what was your favorite duty station or location, or?
Jeez.
You can go wherever you want with that question.
Favorite place I was in service? Probably be when we decommissioned Sierra Army Depot in Herlong, California. Don't look it up on the map. It's a dot. High Sierras, mountains. They tell us we're going to the desert. I didn't pack any cold weather gear because it's hot in the desert. Word of advice, going to the High Sierras, it's not hot. I froze.
But you actually got to travel.
Yeah, I traveled all around the United States. Was some places I shouldn't have been at the time. Wish I could elaborate, but I can't. Had a lot of fun though. Everywhere I went, everything I did, from working on trucks to, vehicles. Working on vehicles to blowing stuff up, I always had a good time. Even when it sucked, and it sucked quite often. Always still found a way to have a good time. Whether it be through drunken shenanigans or just shenanigans, period. You'd be surprised what some duct tape and a roll of toilet paper will do for morale.
I can only imagine.
Toilet paper football.
Oh. Yeah, I've never, no. By the way, things have changed since you've gotten out, as far as the whole out processing service goes.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. When I got out 2 years ago, we had the whole out processing thing, and they had people come in telling you, go on LinkedIn, go do this. Here's your VSO. Here's what you do for your disability. So they practically hold your hand along the way, but there's still things that you don't know when you get out. Like, I didn't know who our VSOs were here in town, so I actually had to find that out. And I found that out for my husband, actually, because he was going through it. And I still don't know everything that's available in this area, but I'm trying to reach out to other places and try to get information for other places to help other people. Because I have some cousins who live in other parts of the state that I'm going to interview later, hopefully. And I think it's just interesting the way that each branch differs, but they're still the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like Joey from that class.
Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time. What's the word I'm looking for? I have a hard time comprehending the fact that he was. What was he when he was in? He was a medical of some sort.
I think so.
And he retired after 20 years, so his educational benefits are different than ours, but slightly the same. I don't know. I didn't retire. I ETS'd.
I got blowed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on a completely different program than you even.
Yeah.
You're under GI Bill, aren't you?
I am.
And I'm vocational rehab.
I can use Voc Rehab after I'm done with my, what you call it?
See, I'm thinking about using my GI Bill next.
I'm going to use both of them because I like school. I like school. If I could be a professional student, I'd so do it. But apparently there is no profession like that out there. So.
Doesn't pay enough.
Yeah.
And your debts keep getting bigger and bigger.
Pretty much. So. And for those of you watching, this is Roxy. She's a Boston Terrier, and she's having surgery next week to have her girly bits taken out. She's adorable. And very nosy.
Very friendly.
So I think that's all we have for you, possibly. You did join, I don't want to call it a gang, you joined a biker club.
Yes, I am part of a motorcycle club, the Sheboygan County Motorcycle Club. We are not a gang. We are not one percenters. We are not Sons of Anarchy. By the way, Jax Teller is a pussy. We are very family oriented, and I'm proud to be a member. I've seen the good we do in the community. A bunch of us are veterans. That's why we get along so well. We actually donated 4 iPads to autism, Living Life with Autism last year.
Oh, cool. Very cool.
I think we're doing something similar this year.